Okay, so I'm here not to talk about online dating, but that might slip in because I haven't really gone on any dates. I'm just finding out who can actually carry on a conversation and keep it on track. Like, do you know who you're talking to? Have you even read my profile? Um, how long have you been here? Um, huh. There's all kinds of things I want to know, I guess. But you find out by just, communicating through the messaging system on this app. Oh, my goodness. My goodness. Yeah. So, I'm here with some new cats. I'm pet sitting. And so, I'm going to be taking care of these critters too. There's one right here. She's shy. She lets me see her, but she doesn't like me to focus my attention on her. So here we have a sleeping dog. There's another sleeping dog. And then we have sleeping cats. Oops. Cat number 1 and cat number 2. Well, number 1 was that little one that went running. So that's, I guess, technically 2 and 3. There she comes. There's Libby. So, this isn't my house. I'm pet sitting. I'm trying to fix my hair, but I also, it calms me down when I play with my hair. So I was playing with my hair, collecting my thoughts. So this is it. I went to the grocery store and I had my very second run-in with the mask police. The first one was at a Quickie Mart, and I was leaving, and this woman in the line came up to me and broke the 6-foot rule in order to ask me that question of the year in 2020. Where's your mask? That happened to me once in the Quickie Mart. I was exiting out and I said the very first thing that came to my mind, and it was, on your face, as I was leaving. I hadn't prepared myself for what I was going to do, but I thought to myself, I will ignore them and only talk to them if there's hostility, because I was going to meet their hostility with my hostility. Like, I'm ready to kick your ass, but I'm not going to, that kind of hostility. But it's not anything that I intended. My initial intentions were, 1, you ignore the question, you ignore the person. And then the next thing would be that you would look at them and sort of like not say anything. Just sort of like, again, pretend you didn't hear them. But I never had anybody do that. And so what I did was I met hostility with the ability to kick her ass. So should it have come to that, but it wouldn't, because I know what assault and battery is. And if she had stayed in my face a moment longer, I was going to tell her, woman, you are assaulting me. That is a tort. That is against the personal damage of me. You are assaulting me. You are standing there like you are the mask police and that you can enforce a mask on me. You're standing there in my face telling me that I am not responsible. And this is 2021. I'm talking, this foolery came out in March of 2020 in my state. Here we are at the end of December 2021. Nearly how many years? Millennials, anybody that does math well? I'm just kidding. I'm just poking fun at you guys. I love you. I do. I love the younger people's perspectives. But not their attitudes. I won't take their attitude. But anyway, here we are at the end of 2021. And if this thing's still going on in March of 2022, that's 2 whole years of this. So this woman doesn't realize that most of us that have sanity are fed up. However, this is what happened. All right, this is before that happened. So I'm in the produce aisle and I'm looking for apples. And this woman comes up to me, but she maintains 6 feet. And she's like, excuse me, excuse me, excuse me. And I look at her. She wouldn't let me not look at her. Actually, you're right. I could have ignored her. But you know what? I think I was more curious than anything else. Like, how dare this person? So she's like, didn't you read the sign? I go, no, I didn't say anything to her. I'm still waiting for her to tell me what I should have known. Masks are required. And I continue to just look at her. So like I'm just totally amused. Because she doesn't stop. I'm giving you pauses here. It was like rapid fire from a New Yorker, a Long Islander no less. So she, I look at her and I say, parlez-vous français? Because I'm telling you, I'm really looking to not have a confrontation with this person. Can I make it funny, at least? Parlez-vous français, I say. She's like, we need a mask. And then I say, shut up. And I turn and walk away. But I know she's in there seething. And I go about my business. I get my water. I get my ginger brew. It's a non-alcoholic with real ginger. 200% more. Reed's real ginger. It's really good. I'm going to be cat sitting, see? So I want some nice drinks. And these are going to be non-alcoholic drinks with a punch. And so I can treat them like they're beer. Or I can treat them for what they are. Delicious and refreshing. So anyway, I'm all excited about my things. We've taken to the place where the cats are. And you've seen how that is all mellow and enjoying life as cats. They're not upset by my vlogging at all. You can see what kind of person I am, right? So you can imagine what I experienced. And I was like, so that's what the meme is all about. That's a Karen. I didn't know that. I didn't know what one was. So I go, I met one of the memes. And I'm like, I wonder if she's got mace. If I see her, I'm going to stand my ground, but I'm not going to subject myself to physical harm if she's crazy enough to have mace. Serious, I'm thinking this. So I'm not really scared, but and not like, I'm so frightened. It was more like, hey, I'm going to put my game face on. I know what I may have to contend with. And so I'm going through the store and I see one other person that's barefaced like me, but we, the barefaced, are so used to pretty much putting on blinders to avoid such confrontations. It seemed to me that this woman was going out of her way to be a public nuisance and also on personal charges of malicious intent to create bodily injury to me. She was assaulting me with her words, and she wouldn't get out of my space. Well, it was easy to do it in the produce section, and off I go, aware of what I may have to deal with. And indeed I did. So I forgot what she looked like because everybody looks like they're wearing a mask. They all look the same to me. They all look the same to me. I notice the people that don't have masks and I feel joy. So this woman was a predator. And the last thing you do when a predator approaches you is to act like you're a prey. Yep, and that's why I was in her face back. Because she felt righteous. She felt righteous. She came over to me and she's standing in where you would walk if you were to exit your stall for the groceries, you know. You just went through your checkout. So she was to that side of me. So she blindsides me as I'm looking this way at my cashier. And she gets up vocally first. And it was like, who do you think you are, not wearing a mask? Don't you know that you're endangering people's lives? You're the reason why we had this pandemic. She's saying this stuff. And then she comes into, I'm not backing down. I'm letting her talk. I'm letting her express herself so I understand her hostility towards me. And her hostility, she felt self-righteous in being able to be that way. She felt like she had a right until I actually said this to her. Because she stepped up to the plate where you do the exchange. Every grocery store has one. It's where you'd put your purse or something, where you put the cash, where you would put something down. You know, it's a surface. It's where you check out. It's where the machine is, you know, where you insert your credit card or you tap it. It's there. So this woman comes up to me and I tell her, get out of my way. And she stopped. And then she went into her verbal litany. And I don't remember what I said. But she backed away, muttering and yelling stuff as she left. Clearly off her mind, off her rocker. And I went, woo, that woman was evil. Loud enough for other people to hear. But more for my own, like, whew, wow, such people exist, wow. I just said the first thing that came to my mind. And the woman that was in the other checkout line, the customer, she just turned around and looked at me and she smirked. I mean, she was clearly amused too. It was almost like, see, that's why I wear mine. And it's like, okay, who put that woman in charge of being the mask police? Is she getting paid for this? Is she feeding it? Is she feeding off of it energetically? Is this what she's doing? And I'm like, that must be it. That it would be a narcissistic personality disorder right there. Or something. I mean, wow. I don't know what it is. Call it what you will. Crazy is crazy. But yeah, I was ready to fight her to tooth and nail. I puffed up my chest. Yeah. She backed down. She felt my energy. Because I do not share what others do, which would be shame and being caught publicly as natural can be. You want to wear a mask? Wear a mask. Anyway, I'm going to go back to my task of watching the kitties. I just wanted to share. And there's the dog. We went for a walk earlier. So everyone's just chillaxing. And we're so happy to be together once again, aren't we? Aren't we? Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Yeah? You're so pretty.